What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. TJ here. It is Wednesday, December 31st. It is New Year's Eve. We have a 9-game NBA slate, and we actually have some games tipping relatively soon. So we're going to do things a little bit differently here today. We're going to jump right into building out a 6 flex slip over on PrizePicks. We're going to try to 25 times our money together. We're going to get some help from the Upside Tools Fantasy Player Props Optimizer, and we're going to go from there. We're going to start quickly with the matchups. We're going to jump back over to PrizePicks. We're going to find the most profitable player props. We're going to add them into our 6 flex slip, and that's going to be the video. So let's jump in, talk about the matchups. Again, we have the Warriors and Hornets starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm getting a little bit of a late start here with my recording, so I'm going to try to fly through this, build out a slip. Hopefully we can profit. We got the Hornets hosting the Warriors. Golden State, 6.5-point road favorites, 234.5 over under. We have the Hawks hosting the Timberwolves. Minnesota on the road, 5.5-point favorites, 243.5 over under. Again, we got games at 3:30, New Year's Eve, so a little bit of a different schedule here for the NBA. We have the Pacers hosting Orlando. Magic on the road, 3.5-point favorites, 226.5 over under. We have the Cavs hosting the Suns. Cleveland at home, 5.5-point favorites, 235.5 over under. We have the Bulls hosting the Pelicans. Chicago at home, 1.5-point favorites, 247.5 over under. Maybe the best game on the slate tonight. We have the Spurs and the Knicks. San Antonio at home, 2.5-point favorites, 236.5 over under. We have the Raptors and Nuggets. Toronto at home, 6.5-point favorites. Going to be interesting to see how the Nuggets play without Jokic over the next month. 228.5 over under. We have the Bucks hosting the Wizards. Milwaukee, 10.5-point favorites, 232.5 over under. And then OKC, 15.5-point home favorites, playing the Portland Trailblazers, 232.5 over under. So now let's go ahead, jump back over to the PrizePicks board, give it a quick refresh. Guys, if you are new to the channel, if you could hit that subscribe button, that would be amazing. Throw a like on this video as well, really helps out the channel. And turn on that notification bell, so whenever I do post this type of content, you guys can get these plays inside the slip locked in before anything gets bumped or removed. I'm trying to do a $50 giveaway. If this video gets 50 likes, I'm going to let that organically happen. If you want to hit the like button, want the opportunity to get entered into a $50 giveaway, all you got to do is subscribe and hit the like button. So we're heading back over to, again, the Upside Fantasy Player Props Optimizer to help find the best value in real time. This is the tool that I use. It's pretty simple. It compares sportsbook lines and odds back to various DFS apps that use fixed payouts. PrizePicks is a fixed payout platform. Doesn't matter if we take more or less on these player prop projections. Our payout always remains the same. We know that a two-man power always gives us a 3 times payout. I got Anthony Black and LaMelo Ball. I can change their more or less points. You guys will see that my 3 times payout always stays intact. The only thing that actually changes our payout are the amount of legs that we're adding inside our slip, right? In our parlay, we know that we can do anywhere from 2 to 6 legs. So that's why we're able to figure out, and we know that 6 flex slips on PrizePicks are the most profitable slip type and the best long-term slip type that you guys can be entering. So that's why I do them over here on my channel. This tool is a line shopping tool. It's for positive expected value betting or plus EV betting. Let's give it one more refresh. It updates every single second. All you got to do is hit that refresh button. You can also turn it live. One filter I like to throw on also is to require sports books, being FanDuel and DraftKings are the 2 sharpest when it comes to setting their player prop odds, lines and odds for NBA. Now, we do have some push props up here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to hide the push props for today. So I'm going to take this back to my filters, hide push props here. Now those even props, they're no longer populating. Let's start at the top with Jalen Williams over 5.5 assists. Again, we're simply comparing the sportsbook lines and odds directly back to PrizePicks, where we're getting it at PrizePicks inside a 6 flex slip and building out slips. So Jalen Williams, minus 144 on FanDuel. That is heavy juice on the over. Now, sportsbooks and their lines and odds, right? Their $1 million models that they use to set their projections, taking everything into consideration that you can possibly think of. So what Jalen Williams has done over his last 5, his last 10, their matchup, his minute projections, the spread, the total, everything, injuries, lineup news, if Jalen Williams is coming off the bench, if he's starting, if he's on a minutes limit, everything is baked into these sportsbook odds. So instead of using my gut and, what a player's done in their last 5, I trust the math in the sports books. Jalen Williams over 5.5 assists. And again, by utilizing this tool, we can find plays on PrizePicks where we're getting an edge. And that's exactly what the whole purpose of this tool is. It's funny how PrizePicks does that. You guys ever notice that, where it's up at 6, but we have the ability to take it at 5.5? So Jalen Williams over 5.5 assists. We're going to start there. We're going to move on down the list. Robert Williams the third. I miss him on the Celtics. Over 5.5 rebounds. So we'll add that in. And yeah, Jalen Williams can go get 6 assists, insinuating that there will be 6 buckets scored off of Jalen Williams' passes, and Robert Williams can still get over 6 rebounds in that game as well. We'll skip over Jarris Walker just because we don't have any book support here from DraftKings. Let's go down to Jalen Brunson, under 10.5 RA, minus 138 on FanDuel, heavily juiced on the under. So we'll go ahead and add in his RA if we can find it. Did I go by it? I went past it, didn't I? There it is. Okay. Steph Curry, over 8.5 rebounds plus assists. That starts in a couple hours. So hopefully you guys can watch this video and get this locked in before that game starts. Alexander Sarr, over 7.5 rebounds. Go ahead and get that added in. I believe he's just Alex Sarr on Twitter, on PrizePicks, correct? Yes. Over 7.5 boards against Milwaukee. They'll need his size against Giannis. And now we have Podziemski under rebounds and assists. And that actually plays really well with our Steph play, right? So if both of these guys are on the floor at the same time, which happens throughout the game, hopefully Steph is getting rebounds and assists while Pods is not getting rebounds and assists. And guys, just like that, in a mere 5 minutes, I was able to build a long-term profitable slip on PrizePicks, a 6 flex, trying to 25 times our money with the help of the Upside Tools Fantasy Player Props Optimizer that, again, shows me the best value in real time. If you guys want to check out the Player Props Fantasy Optimizer over here at Upside, we also have an esports discrepancy tool. There's no plays right now on the board. We have a sportsbook game lines optimizer for a ton of different sportsbooks. We have Player Props Optimizer for sportsbooks as well. Low hold tool. We also have an arbitrage tool. Arbitrage is basically free money, if anybody knows what arbitrage is. So we have a bunch of different tools, bunch of different things that we're also working on here, and a bunch of different capabilities as well. So if you guys want to get signed up over at Upside, check out our tools. You can hit the link in the description below. You can get 25% off if you use my code TJYT. But guys, 6 flex slip. We got Jalen Williams over 5.5 assists. Robert Williams over 5.5 rebounds. Jalen Brunson under 10.5 rebounds and assists. Steph Curry over 8.5 rebounds plus assists. Alex Sarr over 7.5 rebounds. And then Podziemski under 7.5 rebounds. And again, 6 flex slip. We go 6 for 6. We 25 times our money. If we go 5 for 6, we 2 times. And if we go 4 for 6, we 0.4 times our money. There's a lot of people here on YouTube that will post videos where they're giving out 2-man powers, where they're adding in demons and goblins and taking reduced payouts and payout shifts and things like that. That's not how you win on PrizePicks long term. So if that's the type of content that you guys are consuming, where they're also showing you last 5, last 10 game logs and things like that, I highly suggest checking out a tool that utilizes line shopping and plus EV betting. This right here, and it doesn't even need to be here at Upside. This right here is how you put yourself in the most advantageous position to profit long-term on PrizePicks. 2-man powers are mathematically one of the worst slip types that PrizePicks offers you. And they have it there because a lot of people like just quick and easy winners. So yeah, in hindsight, it's easier to win a 2-man power than a 6 flex slip. But mathematically, and you can't argue with math, the best slip type is a 6 flex. I know people like instant gratification and they enjoy hitting their 2-man powers with goblins, with reduced payouts, but you get really bad value playing 2-man powers, and you're going to miss out on a lot of good opportunities when you could be entering 6 flexes and getting a much larger ROI in the long run. And that's what plus EV and positive expected value betting is about. It's about long-term profitable returns. We actually just missed out on that Jalen Williams play. So again, this tool shows you the best value in real time. And we can see that we were getting too much of an edge here on Jalen Williams over assists, so PrizePicks removed him from the board. That's just kind of what happens, right? When we're getting too much value, PrizePicks needs to adjust. They don't want us as customers to get the best value. So what do? They remove Jalen Williams from the board, unfortunately. So if I go back over here and I search Jalen Williams, you guys will see that his assist line is 5.5 assists no longer exists. So we missed out there. That's okay. Now, if I go ahead and refresh the optimizer, you guys will see that Jalen Williams no longer exists because it's no longer populating to the PrizePicks board. So this tool adjusts accordingly. I think we're going to add in one even prop, and it's going to be J Huff under 14 points and rebounds. And the reason I'm going there over one of these plays like Trey Jones and Jalen Johnson is because Jalen Johnson sets out 18.5 on DraftKings. We can see Trey Jones set 0.5 higher on FanDuel. So, and we're getting 11 and 18. But here with J Huff, he's set to 13.5 across all these books. Just Fanatics, which isn't very sharp in the player prop market in NBA. They have him set to 14.5, but heavily juiced on the under. So I'm going to give this one more refresh. So we have Robert Williams, we have Jalen Brunson, we have Steph, we have Sar, we have Podziemski. Is there anything down here that makes a little more sense? Yeah, you know what? We're going to take Jamal Murray, over 7.5 assists. It's Jamal Murray time over there in Denver. So this is going to be our 6th play. So again, we have our 5 plays that we already had. We removed Jalen Williams, unfortunately, because he got removed off of PrizePicks. We added in Jamal Murray, guys. That is the video for today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the continued support over here on this channel. Again, if you're new and you enjoyed this content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Throw a like on this video. It really helps out the channel. And like I mentioned, turn on that notification bell. You guys just saw it in real time. Jalen Williams got removed. These plays are going to get bumped or removed before the game starts. So if you turn on that notification bell and you get notified when I post the video, you can watch it. You can skip to wherever you need to get the slip locked in, and you don't have to worry about anything getting bumped or removed on PrizePicks. But I love you. Thank you so much. Hopefully we can go 6 for 6 in this video and 25 times our money. Enjoy your new year. Be safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next video, and let's cash.